Okay. But yeah, but without the epilogues, I would say it was pretty good. The one annoying thing about it was that since while 3.7 was pretty good, I would say that was also it felt slightly long, but that's because I had to finish fleshing out Cyrene, right? Since although we learned everything about Cyrene, Cyrene, Mem, and everything fully, right? Um, the most important thing is that it was all kind of left all the way until 3.7, right? So they had to kind of fit all of that in, rather than since they couldn't really put that in like the stories before, which I get, right? Because I can't think of a way of how they would have, let's say, like fit everything in the previous story chapters, right? Without it, feeling like disjointed, if that makes sense. Since how do you start telling Cyrene's story before you tell all of the other stories, right? And before you know all of the other stuff about the damage and shit, right? So I would say I understand why it feels slightly long. It's fine, to be honest. That would really be my, I guess, complaint about it. Also, I'm still not sure. I'm thinking. What do I don't know. Do I think about, let's say, the quote-unquote twist about Cyrene's identity and her name, or what her name is insinuated to be, right? And the connection, right? Because they were like, before, I guess, before that section, right? Before the section with when Cyrene was talking to, when Cyrene and the Seed was talking, right? There were like small references to, Elysian Realm, and throughout the whole of Amphoreus there's been references to, right? And obviously 3.7 had a lot of references, but I don't know. I feel like I'm not sure. I'm not too sure yet. We'll talk. We'll talk about it a bit more, right? We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it a bit more once we're finished with the epilogue, right? Yeah. But yeah. So overall, it was still quite enjoyable. Okay, hold up. Let me see. So what do I need for this? Oh, also, you know how I said that? Oh, they didn't add how Amphoreus didn't get like another boss, right? Oh, apparently Amphoreus does actually. I just didn't notice, right? But what's his face again? Iron Tomb is a weekly boss. The thing is, while Iron Tomb is a weekly boss, no one uses this, right? No one uses this advanced material, because I would have understood if, let's say, Cyrene used it, but Cyrene doesn't use that as an advanced material. She literally didn't use it at all. So I guess it'd be for Dahlia, right? For Constance and I guess some of the early 4.x characters, right? It was just a bit weird, I want to say. That I guess the whole Amphoreus either uses Aquila or Sunday mats, which I suppose. I don't know, it was a bit weird when I realized that. And apparently we need 6 more of these, so let's send it. God, these tickets are a godsend. I mean, obviously you can only use this in like these materials, right? And not which am I gonna use them here, right? I'm not gonna. If you could use them here, that'd be like a bit too much. I mean, it'd be really nice. Well, if you could use it oh no, you can also use it here. Damn. okay, you can't use it here. Okay, that makes sense. But yeah, it's like it's a pretty nice system that they put. Okay, I don't know if it's me, but now that I'm hearing myself talk, because I haven't really talked too much today, do I sound weird? I think I sound a bit weird. I'm actually not sure. Maybe I'm just crazy. I could be just crazy. That could be literally just it. Okay. I didn't. Okay, I also need to figure out why the hell did my why was my. No, hey, Naturalize. How are you? Hope you're well. Why was my freaking Hyacinth like not healing at all? By the way, yesterday. That's what I need to realize or figure out. Let's recap everything. No. There's an epilogue to the story that's like 40 minutes long that we'll do. Then we'll talk about the host of Amphoreus, like the whole Amphoreus. So yeah, because I want to do the epilogue, so then, you know, we have like the whole thing. All right. God, why does it feel like there's something like stuck in my throat? One sec. Couldn't find another buddy to watch it with. Wait, are you talking about the 3.7 story? Everyone's either VTuber or not English or clueless. I mean, I don't think there's anything wrong with VTubers. Clueless, yeah, I can understand why people are clueless, right? But it is, like, if you really think about it, for the casual, it can be quite a lot to take in, right? Did anyone tell you their experience with the story? I've seen what some people have said about the story. I read what some people have said. Like, overall, people have enjoyed it, right? It's just that some people feel like it was a bit long. Specifically, that you know, when Cyrene was speaking, like, some people's complaints was that, you know, she was speaking too much. Right? I myself don't mind it, right? Because playing in Japanese, I can hear Marina Inoue, right? And, you know, her presentation of Cyrene is, like, good, right? I mean, it's literally just Lisa, right? And, I mean, I didn't mind it. I mean, I did say a bit earlier, like, I did find that I was a tad too long, but I do understand why it was a bit too long, right? Because, like, the long section was the Cyrene section, right? But the annoying thing is that they couldn't really put that before 3.7, because everything else before 3.7 had to take place for the Cyrene sections to make sense, right? And since they said that 3.7 was the end, they had to, like, you know, put it all into 3.7, right? So I get why it's long. At English, it was emotional too. Yeah, I mean, I'm assuming like English like was also pretty good, right? Is there an in-game recap? There should be. Yeah, there's this, right? It tells you like a recap of 3.7, and I think you can press this for story recap. Yeah, like you can like see a recap of this. What the hell shows this here, by the way? What is this? Oh, it's like different sections. Oh, that you can replay. When the dialogues were enabled. Oh. Yeah, there's like this last section, yeah. Yeah, you can see like a recap of the whole chapter there. The world thing was in the cut trailer, which showed the different endings. Yeah, the world thing was like, if instead of they went from, if they didn't go to Amphoreus and instead went to Lukasha, the Herta thing where, you know, where she dies prematurely happens. If they went to, I think, Edo Star first, they would have met Casanova, and you know, the war between the Laufu and the Abundance would have happened too early. And if they went to the wards, I can't remember what the last region was called. They would have come across the Morning Actor, so the Elation, and ended up facing off against Zephyros. And that's the world on Zephyros thing that you were talking about. You want to replay the whole thing? Yeah, about that, make a new account and get to Amphoreus. That's how. That's how. I'm pretty sure there's like a... I think HSR has like a skip start, right? Where it like takes you to the current story, I think. Yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, it was pretty good. Pretty good. So I guess before we go into the epilogue, Jesus Christ, my head's a bit empty today. All right, now, okay, I take that. Currency rules, yeah. We don't need to worry about any too much here yet. All right, because we need to do the events for this to get more of those. She's not with us anymore. Yeah, not really. I mean, we can talk to her. Well, she's here for the epilogue, right? Which we'll do in a bit. Because it's meant to answer some stuff, right? So I am interested in what exactly is going to be there, right? But before that, let's see. There was like a bit of news, slightly, un poquito bit of news, because apparently, yeah. So Hoyo, you know, with all the money that they've made, you know that they're making so many different games. You know, with the current active games are GGZ, Impact Third, Genshin, HSR, ZZZ, and Theo Temis, right? Those are the current active games. So 6 active games right now. And we know the games that are coming to release that are, also in the works are Honkai Nexus Anima, Petit Planet, which the CBT for Petit Planet started yesterday. And I've seen a bit of gameplay for that game. It actually looks pretty polished. I don't know too much, let's say, about the let's say game type, because but from what I saw, it looked actually pretty polished. But they also announced this, that the in-game, an in-game kind of like a preview of a game that's being created in UE5. And I guess what's significant about this is that all the previous games for Hoyo has pretty much been in Unity, right? In Unity engine. So that's why some models and some things kind of, have that similar, let's say, feeling to it, right? That's because they're pretty much in the same engine, but they're very, very much modified engines, right? For the specific game. And this apparently is a preview. It's like a very small preview. It's probably not going to show much. I haven't seen it. To, I guess, another game that they're working on, which is going to be New E5. And yeah, UE5 is, I guess, the most recent Unreal Engine, right? So it can look really, really good, because it can be, the good thing about UE5 is it can look very, very fidelic, right? Downside about UE5 is that it kind of it might, let's say, be a bit tough to run, or let's say, might be buggy, but we'll see, right? This is just like a thing that they're showing. It's not going to show too much, I think. Yeah, it's like 19 seconds. But that is UE5. That kind of like graphics and stuff, right? Yeah. But apparently this is a enter a vast fantasy. Wait, this is not an MMO, is it? No, 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 no. Ancient secrets, ferocious demons, legendary heroes. Choose your own path. Forge bonds with companions. Rebuild a compelling order. Break the twisted covenant. And face on the will of capricious gods. Your journey to uncover the truth is that is the hero's tale. So apparently this game is going to be a photorealistic game. So yeah, it's apparently an epic fantasy open world, massive boss battles, co-op, competitive PvP, intelligent NPCs, next gen animation technology, dynamic open world, eco AI simulation, full terrain combat AI, and full fidelity powered by UE5. So in other words, this is going to be very much different from all of the other games, right? Because there is like a slight possibility that this game is like a buy to play, right? So it's not like, let's say, free. So you have to buy to play the game, right? So there's a chance it's not gacha. I don't know. It might be free to play because, you know, it's a co-op multiplayer, right? Competitive PvP. But I am like curious what the hell they are cooking with this, right? It could be interesting. It could be interesting. Also, it's meant to be like what? Ancient secret, so it might not be, let's say, like high tech, right? So it's gonna be fantasy. I mean, it is gonna be fantasy. It literally says fantasy world, right? But this could be interesting. We probably won't see anything about this for um 2 years at best is the next time we hear anything big about this, or 1 year if we see like a first trailer, right, or something like that. But yeah, we won't see too much about this for the foreseeable future, right? It's probably going to be, you know, they announce this and then, you know, just wait a while, right, until we see more stuff. Okay, so this is the Pitsy Planet thing, right? That's in TBT right now. This is, I guess, more the Animal Crossing-esque type of game, right? Before GTA 5. All right, GTA 5 got delayed until next year, right? No, it'd be funny if it comes out before GTA 5, right? Very much not, right? But it would be funny. Okay, so this is the Petsy Planet, right? So if you played Animal Crossing, it's pretty much going to be similar to Animal Crossing, right? And like I said, I've only seen like snippets of gameplay, and from what the small snippets that I saw, it didn't look bad. It looked way more polished in comparison to the Honkai Nexus Anima CBT. But then again, they did say that that was a very, very early mode of the game for Nexus Anima. So yeah, let's see this. Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, okay. And the models are cute. Yep, this is very much the Animal Crossing style. Oh, then you just get a miniature tree. This just looks like New Horizons, actually. Hold up. You can even like make it so like it round out the edges too. Where do they fit the epic story? For here, I doubt it, right? This is most likely going to be like a very comfy game, a very comfy community-driven game. And like co-op type of game, right? Yeah, with like mini games and shit. Okay, they really are like. It's a. I guess very different compared to the other games, right? But yeah, this is the. I guess this is the horror game where if you want to relax, this is the game for you, essentially, right? I mean, they literally are like penetrating like a different, like a whole range of different markets, aren't they? Which I guess is technically the smart thing, right? To spread out, right? And I think there is one more thing I wanted to talk about before I begin. Before, all right, there's like a Stellar Sora stuff, right? Some like Stellar Sora news or something that they announced. Oh, yeah, here's the thing, and all right, the freaking Uma Unity Cup started, right? We may do a Unity Cup run tomorrow, or maybe we have time later. We probably won't have time later, so maybe tomorrow. But hold up, we did get like 10 pulls. Hold up, we did get a 10 pull. Wait. Let me log into Uma because I know we have like 10 pulls, a free daily 10 pulls for the second half of the first half anniversary. We got sent a free 10 pull. Wait, for what? What, for Celasora? Wait, did we? No, wait, is it? Oh. Wait, who the fuck do I even want to pull on though? Is there anyone I want to pull on right now? I mean, I already got whatchamacallit? Both characters, right? And they're adding Nanohut to the next banner, right? Which is kind of whatever, if I'm being honest. Yeah. I already also have Shia, right? Which is also kind of like... Okay, where's the temple? Oh, here it is. Okay. Also, I had like 17k yesterday. I just sent it here, right? Because you get 100 pools, and you know I had pretty much 100 pools too, right? So just to hit the pity, just sent it yesterday. Just in hope. Oh wait, hold up. Oh wait, hold up. Double. Wait. This is a double. Oh wait, no. Just give me the trainer card. Don't fucking give me a gold shape card. Oh my god. Not even surprised at this point. No. The thing about Uma is it doesn't really matter if you don't have high investments. So yeah, it's like, come on. Stop. Another Rice. Wait, didn't I get Rice already? Oh, apparently I didn't. God damn it. Hold up. But that was two though. It is we just sent it. We sent the rest of the 5k. Oh, okay, never mind. We probably shouldn't have. Although one thing I do want to try and get is copies of Sweet Tosho, because I only have a LB2 for Sweet Tosho. Oh wait, hold up, another one. Wait, another one. Hold up. Wait, another again? Okay, no. We already have Agnes MLB. Also, I wouldn't mind getting Kita-san black hair, because then that will give me MLB Kita-san. So that would also be nice, but you know, that's coping. You're not a Sweet Tosho. What's it? It's fucking Rice Shower. Oh my god. Really? Wait, hold up. Oh wait, we can do another temple. Wait. Hold up. Wait, I am over pulling here, by the way. I shouldn't really, but whatever. No. Bruh. No. It's fine. Well, it's not fine, right? It's annoying. But I just need more sweet socials because Jesus Christ. She's literally LB2, which is annoying. I mean, I freaking got her SSR card yesterday when I didn't. I don't know if it's good. I think it's okay, but it's not as good as the freaking SR version, right? I also got a freaking Saturn or Diamond yesterday, and I have 2 freaking of these, which is kind of annoying. It's kind of annoying. Why couldn't I have just gotten a freaking Kita-san and then I'd actually be happy if I got a Kita-san, but whatever, it's fine. Every day is a pool session. No. Every day is not a pool session. It's just this week a lot of things kind of like stacked up. That's why. Every day is not a pool session. We're not pigs here. We're not pigs here, chats. Yeah. I mean, I guess I guess we got a free temple in Celosaurus, so I guess that's fine. And I guess for CZN, there's a new banner in, I think, next week. So we'll pull in CZN next week too. I'm not sure if I'm gonna pull for Nanoha. I mean, she's a standard banner character, right? So I'm not sure if I want to, let's say, send it on her. Right? Because, yeah, Nanoha on November 10th. So, yeah, she replaces Chitose. Alright, and I don't know. I don't know if it's worth it. I mean, maybe I actually do send it for her, because I did get her disc from for some free pools from leveling up. So maybe I do go for her thing. It might be not too bad, because I don't have a Vento team, and I do kind of need a Vento team. But there is no Vento characters here, so it's kind of like, what are you doing? Okay, but okay, here it is. So this is the thing that I guess Celosaur devs kind of like, let's say, announced. I guess earlier today, right? When is this? Yeah, earlier today. So now this should be about, let's say, you know how I think 1 or 2 weeks ago they basically sent out like a survey about the issues that the games is having, right? And you know what they can do, you know, to solve those issues. And I guess this is their response to that. So let's see. Let's see, what exactly does it say before this? We would like to take opportunity to explain the existing issues currently present in the game, as well as the future improvement plans. We sincerely apologize for any concern and inconveniences of course. Please view the image details below. To show our appreciation, we've sent you 10 Cerulean tickets. Oh, so this is the free pools that you're talking about. Oh, okay. Okay, so current game issues and planned development improvements. Planned improvements. Why the hell to say developments? God, it does feel like my voice is a bit raspy today. I don't know. It feels weird or something. But regardless, okay. Dear Tyrant, thank you for your continued support of Stellasaura. It has been nearly 3 weeks since the official launch. Has it nearly been 3 weeks? Oh wait, it has actually. And during this time, we've received a lot of feedback and suggestions from players. We truly appreciate everyone's enthusiasm for the game and we want to express our heartfelt gratitude. Recently, players have raised concerns about unclear descriptions, a lack of user-friendly features, and game balance issues. We sincerely apologize for any negative impact these may have had on your gaming experience. We'd like to take this opportunity to address these issues and share our plans for the future improvements. Okay, so yeah, that's just you know, the spiel. Okay, regarding the use of cheats and other third-party tools, yeah, because wasn't it in Boss Rush where literally like the top 50 players were literally just cheating, right? Because it was just unnatural scores. Since the game's official launch, many players have reported abnormal scores in boss blitz rankings and expressed concerns about the future game modes. They still are. Oh yeah. Please be assured we are regularly removing suspicious records from the rankings and ban any accounts that use cheats or third-party tools. We will also closely monitor upcoming game modes to uphold fair play. Upcoming game modes? Okay, so that says that there's more game modes coming out. Okay. If you notice any player using third-party tools that undermine the game's fairness, please report it using the in-game support or by contacting us at cellularsaurus.cs@yostar.com. Okay. So basically, they're gonna ban the people. So I guess similar to how in Blue Archive, they just literally like once in a while just do a ban wave of like multiple different accounts, right? Because I think recently didn't BA ban like 10,000 accounts or something like that, right? It was like a stupid number that I saw. It might not be 10k, but it was like a high number. Regarding the issue of boss enemies' resilience break status. Yeah, some bosses just break, but it sometimes doesn't feel like you do more damage, or it like recovers quickly, right? We have identified an issue where certain bosses enemies do not properly enter resilience break status after receiving damage. Yeah. We have confirmed this problem internally, and a fix is currently in progress due to ongoing events like boss blitz, which feature rankings. We plan to implement the fix before the start of the new boss blitz event in December to ensure fairness for all players. Okay, so I guess in the next reset, right? I guess in the next, well, rotation. Regarding unclear description and Ascension game modes. Unclear descriptions? Was there unclear descriptions in Ascension? I mean, I guess some. No, I guess some. Yeah, no, there are some. Thanks to your feedback, we have realized that there's some descriptions in monolith research, such as potential blues and Radiant Miracle, don't accurately reflect the in-game system. Specifically, they currently leave out the maximum number of times the effects can be activated. We apologize for not addressing this sooner, and when any confusion it may have caused, in the future update we'll add missing details and further improvements to the related descriptions. You'll be able to check the updated information in the monolith research to better plan your Ascension progress. Ascension is a core part of Celestora gameplay, and we'll continue to listen to your feedback and keep improving your experience. Okay, so yeah, sure. I am curious in like what other gamers they'll add for Celestora, right? Because there's boss blitz, there's Cataclysm, right? And there's the what was it called? The Vampire Survivor gameplay mode, right? I think that's Cataclysm. I can't remember. But the core of the gameplay is still, you know, the Ascension, right? So I wonder the Monolith Ascension. So I wonder if they'll further reiterate on that, right? Because I'm pretty sure most people are just using the quick play for the monoliths, right? So it does kind of feel like, what is the point, right? Since I'm pretty sure everyone just literally quick plays. I guess you can also not quick play, right? If you want to get a specific build, right? But that's just because you run out of quick play tickets. Regarding Shia's mechanics, yeah, Shia is a bit okay. Yeah, I would agree. She is a bit stinky in a way, because she does a lot of damage, but she doesn't really feel the best to play, right? Because even when you use your weapon active or your weapon skill, it doesn't feel that big, right? And you're not really you are auto attacking with her, but you're not really, right? And even her ult is a bit, I mean, it's fine, but We received a lot of questions about Shia's mechanics. In some cases, having Shia as your main tracker can result in damage outcomes that exceed our original intentions. Oh, so she's overperforming. Okay. We're glad to see players actively sharing builds and discussing strategies. Yeah, because with Shia, you kind of like want to mix and match with upgrading White Bunny and Black Bunny, right? With the strategies, after careful consideration, our team has decided not to make any adjustments to Shia's mechanics or stats. Oh, okay, So they're not nerfing her. Interesting. Yeah, okay, yeah, so she does big numbers, but she kind of feels like SFLA. That's my issue. We truly appreciate the effort players put into finding optimal builds on team comps. Your discoveries show dedication, creativity, and a real passion for the game. Also, we'd like to clarify that the phenomena in question occur only under the current game environment and specific combat conditions, and may not be consistently reproduced in the future content. Okay, so they know what the issue is, and they know how to make sure that issue, how she doesn't overperform in the future content. Okay. Looking ahead, the difficulty of upcoming gameplay modes will not be tuned around Shia's current capabilities, as we continue to refine the overall balance of your future content. I mean, yeah, it's going to be balanced around the new characters, right? So, yeah, color me surprised. We sincerely apologize for any confusion or concern this issue may have caused. It has shown us areas where we can improve. Moving forward, we will continue to listen to your feedback, refine game systems and features, and deliver high quality content to ensure the better overall experience. Okay. Hi, so. Oh, Proi. Yeah. I think I need to listen to the new song a bit more. But the new song isn't bad. But I think I might still prefer Proi, the Hyacinth song. I need to listen to it more. Because I've only literally heard it once, right? When we saw it in game yesterday. 5-song playlist. No. Regarding the design of limited time events. Oh, I mean, what, the ghost ship event? It's kind of whatever, to be honest. Following the release of the first limited time event, Daring Adventure, the ghost ship haunts the deep, we received numerous feedback from players regarding the event reward design and stage unlocking methods. I mean, it was just time gated, no? The stages, right? And the rewards seem, oh, I think they're okay. I mean, the free disc was nice. In the current version, the pacing of the stage unlocks and the way rewards are distributed was not clear, which affected the overall event experience. Our team has discussed this internally and is planning to implement adjustments to prevent similar issues in future events. We have also received feedback requesting more event content, and rest assured improvements are currently underway. I mean, yeah, because what? There's a story, there's, the stages you do, which are kind of whatever, right? They're all piss easy. And I guess it's the side thing, right, where you hit the blocks to uncover the treasure, but I mean, I wouldn't really say that's innovative or exciting gameplay, right? It's yeah. As a first event, it's kind of meh, but then again, it's also the first event, so it's like, eh. Regarding other future optimizations, moreover, we continuously monitor the user experience across all platforms since launch. We received feedback regarding keyboard compatibility and other control issues, and we plan to roll out improvements for smoother keyboard and mouse controls on PC in the near future. Yeah, I mean, sometimes I freaking press like sheer skill and it doesn't activate right, and it's like, what the hell is happening? Yeah. Beyond that, we're actively working on new features both in and out of the game, such as the in-game toolbox and checker development calculator to improve your experience. So just a maths calculator, essentially. Okay. In addition to issues mentioned above, we have received feedback on other aspects of the game. We continue to gather feedback from all channels, whether through social media, in-game surveys, or other sources. And we'll keep working to improve the game. Our entire operations and development team recognizes that Celestra still has considerable room for growth. We remain committed to ongoing improvements and delivering new content to enhance your experience. Thank you for your understanding, and there's your 10 polls, right? I mean, I guess it's somewhat comprehensive. I don't know. While I do think Celestra is a pretty neat game, it's not gonna EOS. The slight issue I have with Celestra is that I don't feel like it's changed too much since the CBT that I played, and that was, I think, CBT 1. And in that CBT, and that was like, I think 8 months ago, I think. Yeah, I think it was like 8 months ago. That felt really smooth. Actually, no, it might have been a year, though. But that was like really smooth, and it's not that different from currently, right? I mean, there's changes was what they added new characters. They made Freesia a standard character, and yeah, there's not too many changes, right? So I don't know what exactly they worked on in between, right? Because Boss Blitz was in the game before, so was the Cataclysm. The endgame modes were still there, right? So it's not like they further developed them, right? And the same with the Ascension Towers, right? There were 7 Ascension Towers, I'm pretty sure, in the CVT, and there's still only 7 Ascension Towers, right? So it's kind of like, what were they doing, right? What did they do? What exactly did they do? I guess they made new characters, I guess. And I'm pretty sure the story hasn't changed at all since then, right? So yeah. But yeah, I mean, like, Stellasaur is like a game where, you know, you kind of play on the side, right? It's not, I don't think Stellasaur is something that you, let's say, make play as the main game, right? It's something you chill with. Okay, let's see. Apart from that, don't think there was like anything else that was announced. I think. Hold up. All right. Okay. I won't say I did so too much, but I saw some things, and I'm kind of excited for the new Rita. That's all I'll say. I was shown something, and I'll just say I'm kind of excited. Kind of excited. Yeah. That's good. No. You did Abyss. Which Abyss? Which game? I'm assuming, I guess Impact that, right? Because that reset today. Well, it opened up again today. Oh, Stella's Abyss. Wait. This Abyss? I mean, I probably haven't checked. Hey, what would Abyss be in Stellasaura? Hold up. Because I'm like 26? It still has 10 days. Oh, okay. No. I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I think I'm like missing 2 stars or something, right? For it. The Cataclysm boss, right? Yeah. I'm like missing a bit for Cataclysm. Boss rush is. I mean, I need to level up my characters, right? And, you know, then get good runs. Because, Jesus Christ, I haven't been running out of materials. Because upgrading to level 80 is kind of a pain in the ass. Especially when you have to upgrade a lot of discs. Hardest part is not dying to ground explosions. I mean, just play Chitose and just zoom across the map and you don't get hit. Playing Shia can be a pain, because Shia can sometimes just randomly die. Because she does not move at all when you autoplay her. Spending resin on the event, yeah, that's a bit of the annoying thing, right, about the events, because you need to freaking grind the stages to get the currency, but that uses resin, but then that means you can't work on your characters, so it's kind of like it's kind of annoying, right? And you need a shit ton of rewards, event stages, right, to claim the rewards, right? Don't think we can even buy everything. I think I bought the most important stuff. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I bought like the most important stuff. The rest that I need to buy is just that, I guess, some tracker materials, right? Siren recap. Siren recap. Are we doing a Siren recap? Or are we going just heading straight to the thing? Let me think. Because I am not too sure. Because we'll end up doing a Siren recap anyway when we go talk about the whole Amphoreus story anyway. I'm not sure we'll do a recap. Hold up. How much did I just offer? That is a lot of rewards. Hold up. Oh, that's only 2 balls. Okay, never mind. It's not a lot of rewards. Okay. Or make a YouTube video about it. What's this? Oh, wait. Twilight. I still have been there. I guess I've never walked there. Okay, memories of Shore, Times of Ruin. Oh, this is to go to the original one. Okay. Where is it? Oh, here it is. The Exotale. Huh? Wait, what the fuck? Okay, it literally just dragged me into it. Oh, it's not. Oh, it's not voice, is it? Okay. Okay. I guess it just started, huh? Okay. Well, I guess a quick and dirty recap of what happened yesterday in the story. We beat Iron Tomb, but we also found out about the real relation of Cyrene, Mam, the Seed of Life, well, the memory, Seed of Memory, about how technically it all comes full circle, and then also that the children of Anasvara, which Cyrene is one, but also March, are technically the ones who have the potential to become fully, because what we learned, well, one of the most important things we learned was that fully is the aeon of remembrance, so fully is meant to remember the whole of the universe. However, for that to happen, the whole of the universe has to have already happened, right? So fully technically only can really come into existence at the end of time. Hence, meaning that currently, technically, fully isn't, let's say, hasn't come, right? Okay, hold up. Let me not put it as hasn't come. Fully isn't, let's say, really present, right? And the children of Anasvara are the ones who can potentially be fully. And it's very much here. For me, it kind of like guaranteed or very much said that it's most likely that Cyrene is the one who ends up ascending and becoming fully at the end, right? What do you mean who? Fully is the Aeon of Remembrance. And so that's kind of like the main important thing, right? That if Cyrene does end up becoming fully at the end, we essentially, the whole of Anasvara is just a title. Anasvara, I think, means the I can't remember what Anasvara means, to be honest, but it's just meant to be the child of remembrance. That's what that means. And March and Cyrene are children of remembrance. Well, that's what the memo keepers called them, or yeah, called them. So that's technically what happened, and towards the end, after we beat Iron Tomb, right? Herta and Cyrene spoke just after, you know, they beat Iron Tomb, right? And because of, let's say, what happened with, you know, spreading the memorial of Amphoreus all the way out, how do I explain this actually? Because it's kind of like uses the concept of cause and effect, right? Where something must happen for something to occur, right? or something has to be responsible for something to occur, right? That's, you know, cause and effect, right? However, Cyrene is, let's say, in a peculiar position, right? Because if she is the one that is to extend to become fully, the cause, she, in a way, she would have, like, let's say, too much causality, right? And let's say how I'm interpreting, right? But the universe will act in a way to, let's say, try and balance that causality. And what one way Hertha suspects from when she was inside Noose's head is that a way to rectify this causality, or this unbalancing causality, is to, you know, bring about the rise of Iron to again in the future, right? However, that's if Cyrene chooses to be with the Trailblazer, right, and leave Amphoreus, right, and, you know, travel the cosmos. The other option is that what Cyrene can do is essentially just force herself to fade away, right? Meaning that this causality, the kind of in a way that the universe doesn't try to rectify it, right? Because it no longer is a thing, right? So essentially, kind of forms like a loop, if that makes sense. So the causality ends up forming, but then Cyrene chooses to make herself disappear, so that causality is not a thing, and she essentially kind of like restarts, right? And by her making herself disappear, I don't mean like, you know, everyone forgets her, right? That can't really happen because her memorial is spread out throughout the cosmos. Instead, it's just her herself disappears. And, you know, she herself chooses to, you know, not do this, so to, you know, not make it so that Ironton rises again. So she kind of like, you know, chooses essentially to disappear, right? And then we end up learning that because before we think that, well, before this point in 3.7, we learned that Cyrene, the original Cyrene, and, you know, the Cyrene we know, Mem, are different beings, right? Because Mem is meant to be, comes from the Demiurge, which is technically a memory seed, right? And it learned after all the different encounters with Cyrene, you know, through all the different cycles, and basically became Cyrene, right? But what we actually learn is that Mem is actually Cyrene, right? It's just that Mem is a Cyrene that's gone through the cycle and has forgotten everything, right? And goes back to the start. Because I guess the one fishy thing about, let's say, Cyrene's origin was that she was meant to be a child of Orynyx. That she technically has no parents, and Orynyx is the one who caused her to descend. Which is interesting. I didn't really, let's say, think about it, right? Because technically Orynyx is a god in Amphoreus, right? So it's like, it wouldn't be too surprising. Right, but then now with everything, Cyrene at the start is just a seed of remembrance who's gone through everything, but then chose to, you know, give up everything, so, you know, the future doesn't really get fucked. So yeah. Can you do it through this? Cyrene and Amphoreus unexplained. Yeah, I mean, I haven't seen this, right? But I'm assuming this most likely explains it, right? And explains how basically Cyrene basically saves everything, but by ending up putting herself in a loop, right? That's essentially what happens at the end. Which I guess is kind of like, it's just slides, is it? Yeah, I mean, this is just going over everything, right? and then explaining it. I mean, I guess we can watch it, and then if I feel like I can add anything, we can. Because I pretty much, I mean, I myself pretty much got it right, but yeah, we can watch this. And if I feel like I can add anything, sure. Add everything. No. So yeah, this is just, you know, about Lycus's plan rights, of how he changed the scepter. Yeah, and then the Demiurge being trapped into space space, yeah. That being the one we saw. Mm-hmm. Wait, I may not actually watch this, because if it goes into the stuff in the epilogue, I don't want to see it yet. No. We'll watch this after the epilogue, because it might start to involve stuff about the epilogue that we're gonna see. Just in case, just in case. But yeah, so the epilogue is what I think we're doing right now. Yeah, because I think it just started us. It started it. But yeah, that's essentially what happened, right? And at the end, while everyone else in Amphoreus, right? So, you know, the other flame, the other Chrysalis, they're not dead, but they're kind of like in a in-between, right? Because they're existing as Memoria in the As I've Written book. And we know that one day, after a specific event, they will be able to, let's say, come out. That's what they said, right? But we don't really know yet. What time is it there right now? Where? What time is it where? Are you talking about what time is it where right now in the UK? 7:43. Oh, and Amphoreus. Well, here should be after the story, right? This should be post the story. So, I don't know. Why is this not voiced? Yeah, this is, okay, this is not gonna be voiced, sure. Oh my god. Hi, Miss Me. Welcome to the story we wrote together. This page of eternity exists because of you. It's Irene, you're still here. The young girl smiles faintly. She had foreseen what the moment you would hesitate, sigh, or pose a question. This is just a message. A moment later, you two regained your senses. The heart before you was nothing more than an ink trace left from the past, able to only carry out the message, unable to exchange with words. Sorry, but this is the only way I could leave you a message. We've come such a long way together. Okay, I'm not sure why I couldn't like read that properly. On the path of remembrance, even though Amphoreus is in my memories will forever continue its cycles, sealing the item in the past. But those who remember you, this story, and the Eternal Garden will always stay by your side as part of As I've Written. Continue to trailblaze with the Astral Express. The girl paused for a moment, blinking her eyes. One day, memories will bear fruits. Even though it's hard to guess what you're thinking, a heartfelt thank you would surely make the little flower in your heart bloom, right? Thank you. Oh, that's right. If you have time, can you please visit me in the little village in the memory? Who knows, I might be prepared a little pink present for you. In the village? Wait, what up? We have to go to the village? Wait, I guess let's go to the village first? Explore the Eternal page. Yep, here's this, As I've Written. Hold up. Let's go to the village. Hold up. It is Lycée. Why does it say ask us to come here? Invitation of the past. Because something you can't find me in remembrance. Oh, in remembrance. Okay, so we have to go in. Okay, no, no, it's not here. It's in outside. Oh wait, never mind. They say kind-hearted spirits, even when traveling different separately, will eventually arrive at the same destinations. Perhaps that's why we've reunited here in Hades Elysiae. I thought I'd never see you again. At least for this moment we meet again, didn't we? After defeating Iron Team, I walked alone for a long way back on the path I came from. To give this romantic tale a proper beginning and end, I've used up all my ink. Perhaps this is our final meeting. Though the story of Amphoreus has reached its final page for now, your own story still has many chapters ahead. If you ever find yourself stuck on a page, remember to keep looking forwards. After all, if someone's waiting for you in the past, then surely someone will be waiting for you in the future. That just hearing that sounds romantic. But I still want to see you. It's like a moment in time kind of thing. What a coincidence, I was thinking the same thing. We shared some peaceful, beautiful memories together in Hades Elysiae back then. I asked you, when you look back on these times, how will you picture me? I'll not go back to the past. I remember every little moment we spent together. What about you? Have you kept me close to your heart? Remember to review as I've written often, and let us keep you company. Next, based on your memories, I will record those days to Hades Elysiae as the final photograph to accompany you. At this time, the ripples of the past reverie will carry stories and meet you once again. Feeling kinda sleepy. Time for... Oh, so it is voiced. Why was it not voiced into him? What? And there's some death. Pink ribbon. Oh, so, oh, I see. So I can put decorations in the room. Cyrene. And we still have lots to do. Oh, okay, so it's just partially voiced. Nothing has been able to stop you so far, right? I've witnessed your journey and I have faith in you. Well then, what should we do next? Oh, it's just this, okay. It's okay, okay, it's just like these small moments, okay. So I guess we have to go back to... Where is it? Beyond the page, right? Oh, was that it? Wait, hold up. Was that it actually? Oh, here it is. This is the garden full of Amphoreus as I've written. Oh, explore the external page. Yeah, I guess everyone's here, right? Oh, shit. The water physics here. This seems to be quite a bit. Hold up. Oh, damn. Hey, hold up. Okay, so literally they put water physics here. Because I'm pretty sure like the actual version of this place is not like this, right? Okay. But yeah, like everyone's here, right? Oh, the amulet, which was the... I think that was Castor's teacher, right? And Polixia, her sister. Calista. Oh, this is the girl from the trailer. The girl that ended up becoming old, right? And then died in Castor's embrace. Hey Castor's, have you ever tried putting your hair in a bun? Or tried braiding your bangs? Putting my hair up in a bun? I haven't tried that before. Your hair is so pretty, I'd imagine it will fit you perfectly. Back in Idonia, I always saw you sitting aside as you watched the children groom each other's hair after evening prayers. So I'd often wondered, would you like to give it a try too? My dear sister also loves to doll up. She's someone who takes pride in her appearance and decorates her hair with fresh flowers every day. Little Polixia, I don't do it every day. So this is who you really are. Come to think of it, ever since I became Mahidonia's Maiden of War, I've been styling my own hair most of the time. After all, it's not easy to trouble others to help me with that. Lady Aglaia has helped groom me up a few times before, but I wouldn't want my trivial wishes to put her in harm's way. But things are different now. Indeed, that was all thanks to your efforts as well. I'm truly grateful. The curse has been dispelled, now you can freely fulfill your wishes without any worry in the world. No matter how small that wish may be, this is exactly how I wanted to see you. We can style your hair differently every day. I learned quite a few ways in Idonia's temple. You still stumble through your prayers, but when it came to the trivial details, you got the photographic memory. Lady Amunet? As punishment, you'll have to braid your hair, your sister Custer's hair. Yay! Thank you. Let's start with the braids. I'll do the left side. Well, then I'll take the right. And I'll cheer you guys on. Sorry you have to witness this. Yes, I guess it's just like moments with them, right? Oh, Nai is the Strike Titan before my day. So I guess Nikon, alright? Oh, these are Mida's yeah, this is Mida's group. Mighty's group, right? That all died as they were coming to kill Euripon, his father. Kindness, why the fuck is she here? Hold up. The converted cleaner. What? What grains of sand have clouded your vision? Or what ocean currents have made you lose your way? I sense that your soul is already overwhelmed. Shut up! What I choose to do needs no drunkard's wise advice. I know what I'm doing. I know what the price I'll have to pay. How many inheritance, how many lifetimes of memories have I carried? All for what? Ah, I saw it. Deep in the depths of your pupils, crimson blood drips from the crisis blades. Just a single drop is enough to dye the entire ocean red. And you're just like a fish, forever swept by the current of hatred. Why don't we lose ourselves in revelry together? Forget the memories that torment you, forget the deep-seated hatred, and forget yourself. How could I forget it after all this time? First, there was one mistake, then came countless others. I didn't expect to see kindness here, but sure. Oh, Terravox. Oh, chest. Yeah, Terravox is here too. Huh. So I guess everyone's here, right? Oh, Lord Terravox, Kiara has finally caught up with you. Hey buddy, what's up with the little chimera? I accidentally fell deep asleep in the cavern, but Lord Terravox's voice guided me to the exit. Otherwise, Kiara would have still become one with the earth again. You probably remember what I said. I want to tell all the creatures of earth, live as they please. So why did you come back to me? Because Kiara wants to hear Lord Terravox and Lord Mountainbreaker tell stories about their past battles. I heard back then, the Jomuses were fierce warriors. It's not just little chimeras like me. Even the mountain dwellers had to be wary of the temper. Take it easy there, but yeah, those were some serious blood-pumping memories. Hello there. I've heard about you, but this is our first meeting. Are you interested in the history of the Earth's descendants? Okay, not really, but sure. Back then, the little chimeras raised the mountain dwellers also had long horns and were agile chargers. During combat, the Jomuses would kick up clouds of dust in front, obscuring the enemy's vision. Then the little chimeras lunged from behind, with piercing charges alongside the valiant mountain dweller. Vanguard, no enemy could withstand our tactical coordination. Oh, hey, old friend, what's she getting at? You're just as lively as I saw in my memories of the Vale of Evernight. But that friend who defends the Trailblaze is quite the reserved and composed one. Perhaps like how you and I used to be. No, they're actually more in sync with each other than we ever were. Being able to resolve your past misunderstandings is already a gift of tolerance from Earth to us. Old friend, hearing you talk about these things brings me back to the days when we fought side by side, but now Amphoreus has no need for war anymore. And that is a good thing. Haven't you and I always talked about what would happen after the war? Now it's here, I find myself unprepared. Right now I just want to dedicate Jomus's caretaker to take good care of you and raise the little ones by washing and feeding them. This is simple the happenings we've been longing for during our battles. So I guess it's kind of I am kind of like getting a pretty much a bittersweet feeling, I guess, from Amphoreus now. I have to collect these here too. The final chapter tells opponents I may complete my mission. By the power of members figures, you know, yeah, okay, so we have to find nymphs here too, right? Oh. It changed with time, fruit of time? The one the city states about the titans, Abyss of Fate. Oh. Oh, I see. Okay, so that's how you get this fruit. Oh, okay. So you have to do all the nymph puzzles to get the fruits. Okay, sure. Sure, I guess let's continue exploring this place. Yeah, the garden was I've written. Wait, this is where we came to see Cyrene here, right? At the end. Is it still the same? Oh, it is still the same. Hold up. The garden is the final page of As I've Written. Oh, wait, hold up. What are these two doing here? Is this a new cycle without Serene? No, this is the end. This is everyone. This is, you know how in the end of how we were basically, they were leaving like notes behind and they were all inside the book. This is that. This is basically that. This is all of them. Like with all of the memories and shit. But because they're kind of like leaving in between, right? This is that. Sup? Is this the blazing sun that is destined to rise? Isn't this the agony this world needs? Is this a duo comedy act for Amphoreus' chapter? Saying stuff like that after saving the world, you do sound like an over-enthusiastic goofball. But seeing him walk over with that smirk on his face, I knew he couldn't resist taking a few jabs at me. Well, some things just never change. Haven't had the chance to probably say long time no see, my day. It's been a while, Finan. I've heard that in the Holy Grail war beyond the sky, someone's deepest wish was to return to the past. 80s Elysia. Huh? Wait, this is... Wait, is actually talking about the Fate story. Yeah, this is talking about the Fate story. What? Seeing you having such an intimate reunion with your kinship, I thought the deliverer would only have time for family from the homeland, and would only get around to greeting old friends when you had some time to spare. Of course not. I saw you with Queen Gorga and King Euripon, and the scene was so heartwarming that I didn't want to disturb you. Look, I even bought a honey sun cakes and grape pies made by my mum. They're just as tasty as the pomegranate goat milk from the Custom Criminals. Next time, why not take me to visit the former king and queen of criminals, and let them have a taste of Elysia's specialities. Didn't someone want to practice martial arts in criminals when he was a kid? Hey, aren't we still partners? Even though I entrusted you with my memories and wishes, there's no need to reveal everything at a time like this. Back then, my mind was filled with everyone else's wishes, while my own wish remains a complete blank. I just wanted to turn back the hands of destiny to prevent what had yet to happen. But now I found meaning in the blankness, and gradually new desires are taking shape. Being so roundabout isn't like you at all. Just tell us what you wish for directly. She's also listening. Made, sorry, I want to formally tell you something. Can you take me to your library? Oh, it's just gonna see if the freaking words are in the freaking dictionary, right? My library has no locks. The key was placed in your hands the moment our promise was made. So your library is invite only. Naturally, it's also open to the deliverer from beyond the sky. Haven't you already read some of those articles? Really? That's fantastic. Oh, by the way, chat, you know how yesterday when we fought Iron Tomb and I lost when using the Glaya team, and how even when I was using the Castor's team, it was still like, you know, kind of sweaty. Apparently, you know when you fight Finan before you fight Iron Tomb, and when you fight Finan, you have to you get like choices, right, in your options. Apparently, depending on what choices you make there, affects the difficulty of the Iron Tomb fight. And all of the choices that I made were to do with, you know, not wanting to do this to Finan. If you choose those options, it makes the fight much harder, apparently. So that's why I died to Iron Tomb while, you know, doing the Glaya fight, while using the Glaya. It's because I freaking apparently did the fighting even harder. Just made it hard for myself. So yeah, I am not washed. I just it was an interesting thing, because like even when I did the Sunday fight, it was very much whatever, right? It wasn't really like an issue. I was just surprised when we did the Iron Tomb fight yesterday. I was like, what the fuck is happening? Why am I taking so much damage? I'm talking about the second part of the fight, not the first part, right? Because the first part was pretty much whatever. The second part was like when it was like, because that was also with Cyrene's, you know, special attack, right? Which is like, Great Imperator, I think there's something stuck on the back of your crown. Oh, then be a dear, Dux Lucans, and take it off for me. Great Imperator, why not something cute like Sarah? You have to be respectful to a senior of the Flame Chase. You can only use nicknames like Impy or Sari in your head. Don't say it out loud, right, Gray? Okay, so that's the... okay, so Impy or Sari. I think Sari is better than Impy, but... okay. Dux Lucans? It is a new period I have bestowed upon my dear pink-haired subject. I am told she and Seneca, their dogs Brumalis, are from the same clan, descendants of the Sky Clan. But Dux Brumalis words often carry the bite of a frigid winter, causing such discomfort to those around her. My dear pink-haired subject is like a dappled sunlight in the spring forest, hence her name, her title. What is it? Let's see. Oh, it's a little sticker. I wonder who was bold enough to stick this on her crown. Come on, Gray, let's read it. It says, share your lifetimes as Crisis S with me. Wait, who wrote this? Judging by the handwriting, it's not Lady Aglaya or Trivi. It shouldn't be Cassie or Maide. They never formally met the Great Imperator. I mean, it should have been Iceland's, right? Maybe it was Heisey? Dux Gladiatorum. Our promise doesn't need to be stated in such a deliberate way. It is a real mystery then. You know, every time I see the Great Imperator, she by herself, whenever Miss Heislands and the other 4 dukes share toast, she's never with them either. I'm so curious, what does the Great Imperator think when she's all alone? What are her thoughts now that the crisis airs, and the world beyond the sky that was once within her reach? For someone with such a gentle and petite appearance, your questions are remarkably sharp and insightful. I don't mind sharing. The reason I don't drink with the dukes is simply that a monarch must keep a clear head. One sip of Fogos's honey brew is plenty for me for now. Any more than that is a pleasure I cannot afford. So she's a lightweight, I think. Noted. The amount of honey brew that the Great Imperator can drink is about 1/10 of little Ika can handle. Oh my. 1/10. Jesus Christ, Ika. As for the younger generations of the Flame Chase, it is only proper for a subject to seek an audience with their monarch, and not the other way around. So I was right, the Great Empress doesn't initiate contact. She prefers to take the lead. She prefers us to take the lead. How insolent. When it comes to the sharp words, Dux Lucent, you're every bit as equal to Dux Brumalis. And now I present to my official Imperator observation reports. It's just Cindy's professional habits. I mean, only one question left. Tell me more. My thoughts on the world beyond the sky. For that, I have her to thank. I'm glad that instead of facing destruction, those countless stars are ultimately set upon a path of infinite possibilities. Now I occasionally find myself thinking, outside of chess, perhaps I could pick up a new hobby like conquering the hearts through music. I mean, Honey Brew Showdown with Little Ika. I mean, that's just... you. Who the hell can beat Little Ika in freaking drinking? Conquering the hearts through music. Wait a minute, I seem to have missed something. What taking stock of a possible corpus behind this sticker? Did we skip over someone? Oh ha. Did we now? I don't think we did. I don't think so, not at all. I see. Oh, so this is voice. So down to oh, okay, she's just teasing her. Okay. Alright, I'll cry. So you're the first to ever pull it off. For the current way, nothing get past Empress and meticulously seeing through every logical detail to take away from chess practice. But I was right, she doesn't actually mind, does she? What's this? Oh, we have to get the apples to give them and give them the apples. Wait, who the hell do I want to give the apple to? Oh, you know what? Let's just give it to Hyson. Remember something to remember, judging by your expression, you want an Amphoreus souvenir, right? Perfect time. Look at this Twilight Courtyard's new product, limited edition, Little Eco merch. Okay. They were all sold out, but luckily I kept one for myself. Here, Gray, take it with you. The most ingenious part of the design is that with a little squeeze, you can sing Little Ika's voice. Listen. Toot, 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 toot. Oh, we got a message from them too. My dearest Gray, hand in hand we shattered the firmament of the old gods, bringing clear skies and the long overdue rainbow to the people of this world. It was all because of you. You've always been one of these to save us, our deliverer. You're incredible, Gray. You deserve the most wonderful gift of the world. I wish I could give you the light of dawn, but I fear it would be too faint to illuminate the deep, dark cosmos. I wish I could give you the morning breeze, but it would lose its freedom the moment it is bottled up. It was only when little Ika rubbed up against me that I had an idea. I'm going to give you this pendant. I've always worn it at my hip. Little Ika might be soft as a cotton ball, but this pendant is as sweet as a cotton candy. I just hope just looking at this brings all the sweet, warm memories we've made together. So please wear it close to you. That way you'll always feel the sky's warmth and mine. So I hope my gift will forever dance at your side, bringing a gentle breeze and the morning light. I may guard that lovely memories of your journey, along with the healing chimes. Hyacinthia. Ah. Okay, so I need to get all of the other apples. Okay, good to know. Okay, that's gonna take some time. You see the nebula blooms with radiance, tracing the silhouette of the garden. A newborn world is about to sprout. The scene is the ending of As I've Written, and also the origin point of Amphoreus in the real world. One day it will give birth to true life, and the people in the memory will be born one by one, waiting for you tomorrow. The stars breathe silently. You are certain that the fruit of Amphoreus has been planted. But what about its cause? Until the day comes, the journey continues. Endless possibilities unfold beneath your feet, and only the memory remains in yesterday. Perhaps there's still something I can do. You recall the promise of Trailblaze, the story of the flame chase will echo across the stars. People will remember that Amphoreus was a brilliant, magnificent world. You think you can let more people read As I've Written, preserving the memories of this world. If you do this, the causality will become more stable. And you can't be certain, but you're willing to believe. What matters isn't what matters is that this is a promise shared between you and many others. Perhaps it's time to fulfill my promise. Discuss the matter with World and okay, so these two are up here. So then I guess the others would be down here? Right? Hold up. I guess let's go find the others. Oh, these three are together. Oh. Oh, Calypso. Let's see what these three are chatting about. The golden thread brings word that the dark undercurrent is brewing in the city. We must nip it in the bud before it grows beyond our control. Okay. It's a rest day, seamstress. If you want me to work, you'll have to pay extra. When is it not rest day for you, Cypher? I would have called you both here if it weren't urgent. This is no trivial matter, so still your hearts. Maybe someone had been whispering into his ears, but Finan had been thinking of picking out colorful clothing again. Oh, so basically, okay, so Finan has no sense of style, okay. You got everyone for that? Now that's quite an intriguing opening line. Here you make a joke is like watching a house cat do a somersault. While not entirely impossible, it still feels rather strange. This fish won't bother to bite without enough bait. The cat definitely won't have her curiosity stirred otherwise. Back to business. I plan to rebuild the weaving workshop, and the reason I gathered you here is that I hope you can lend me a hand. From the way you're talking, Seamstress, it sounds like you're trying to rope us into a partnership, huh? What else can a knight do once they lay down the sword hilt? I never said to put down your sword hilt. A weaving workshop needs both sewing and cutting, designing patterns, aligning stitches. Someone unfamiliar with blades cannot handle this job. Anyway, having your company is better than spending all day drinking honey brew alone. Wouldn't you agree? Quite a well-connected golden trout we have here. Bix's Highland's on the job. I bet those fabrics won't even know what hit them before they cut. What about me? Don't tell me you need me running errands again. You do the sales. Huh? I'm good at stuff taken from other people's homes, but putting things into them? That's a first. Since you all agree, I'll survey the site and pick a date when to start to work. By the way, Saphira, you don't want to address me as seamstress from now on. Now you're part of the crew, you're also a seamstress. Darn it, he's set me up again. Okay. That means like cute interactions, right? Anax's sister. Anax's sister? I think that was brought up once, right? Bow of Hordes, Earth, Crystal Ore, Cremonian Steel, and a touch of gold. Such a peculiar materials in such quantities. Let me guess. You're crafting a strategic weapon to protect the grove. Or perhaps you're researching cutting-edge technology from the stars. Neither. Who would have thought that the great Xerxes would stumble over such obvious results? Okay, such a nut. He saw his arrogant self. Master Calypso, why not prune those overly divergent thoughts of yours? Cut away the redundancies and take another careful look. Diotima, well, look who's putting on airs, Naxi. Shall I take a guess? A twig, shiny stone, wire, and a golden scale. Okay. Naxi, wasn't the hairpin you gave me as a kid made from these materials? Correct, but you already knew the answer. A hairpin, for real? A child of humanity, you want to use alchemy to make a hairpin? So what if I am? Don't tell me the revered reason titans conservative and old-fashioned. No, child of humanity, let me put it this way. How would a Cremonian feel they saw their meticulously forged blades being used to cook a mincemeat? You're still quite narrow-minded. Care to guess what kind of knife the king of criminals, Maide, uses when he cooks these days? I'm speechless. Well, it's done. Here, take a good take good care of it. You've got plenty of materials there. Just what you were making a nuclear bomb, but turns out you were just making a hairpin. If I ended up creating a nuclear bomb, those scholars were just gonna get in my case again. A hairpin would be just perfect, wouldn't it? Okay, so he is capable of making a nuclear bomb. What? Even the smallest act of alchemy requires a rigorous academic approach. Here, sister, this is for you. Oh, it's so beautiful. Especially that crystal in the middle of the hairpin, just like your eyes. Thank you, Naxi. It's a piece of cake, I'm glad you like it. I wonder if it's exactly as I remember it. It's fine, even if there are differences, we don't live in the past. Alrighty, Sylvan told me what you've been up to lately. How come everyone's calling you the great performer? And the Jomus is draped in finery. I'm so curious. Ah, sister, I need to go prepare for my class. I'll leave this matter to you. Just remember not to trust those who gossip too much. Oh my, child of humanity, as a professor of the growth of Epiphany, I simply cannot turn away those who thirst for knowledge. Come closer, young lady. You can trust this chatty god. I shall answer your questions and clear your doubts. Okay. And... oh, the free tribute. Yeah, I guess these are the ones we were missing, right? So they're gonna play hide and seek. What should we do? No more opening the Century Gate. Everything feels so boring all of a sudden. I'm so sleepy. You could make deliveries. Deliveries like bringing things people they want. We can use Aggie's word wound web. And are they freaking making Amazon? They're just making Amazon. Okay. To find whatever everyone wants, and then the whole bunch of us can deliver everything. If we do that, then we need to think of a catchy slogan. You can launch it over with a rocket. I've got that. Chibi lives to deliver. But that would blow up packages. You could continue teaching. I do like the attentive students in our classes. Maybe we could try different classes. Teaching different classes. That's true. What should we teach? How about magic tricks? Magic tricks? Okay, that's a tough one. We've never learned how to do magic tricks ourselves. Why don't we ask Naxi? I'm sure he knows all sorts of weird and wonderful things. Okay. So discussed with Himiko and Welt. Okay. Alright, she's still here. What does she say? Oh, she's not gonna tell us anything? Oh, maybe she does? Probably not. Wait, why are they in my room? Huh? Oh, are we gonna mass produce the book? So you're saying you want to mass... oh, so yeah, you want to mass print the text as I've written and publish it as a book. Not a bad idea. However, any publication on the Interstellar Network must go through the IPC's channel. I'm not sure how they'd feel about this. Don't worry. One way or another, they can be persuaded. We already discussed the details of this project with the business consolidation department, and the verdict is approved for execution. Oh, so it's gonna happen. Okay, I don't know why I immediately thought like an actual execution. Thanks to our experiences in Yellow 6, we were able to close this deal. Rather than focusing on short-term gains, establishing a model of preservation will be more beneficial for long-term development. Besides, safeguarding new and growing civilizations is precisely what the Strategic Investment Department was made to do. According to Dr. Ratio, establishing a consistent understanding of Amphoreus across the cosmos will aid to its future, to a certain degree. That's right. The IPC Entertainment will handle the publication of As I've Written, and the IPC will cover all the related expenses. As for liaising with the various planets, we'll leave that to the Nameless. Oh, so we're going to hand out the book. Okay. I see you've been long prepared, as I expected of Thrones of Worlds of Amphoreus. Perhaps it's perhaps soon it'll be time for the young ones to take charge of the Express. Don't sound so world weary. Well, we've got plenty of youth left. Even though the IPC is helping out, knowing you definitely want to go check it out yourself. You know, I know like the main characters are, Trailblazer, March, and Danhang. But I guess it's slightly disappointing that Himiko, well, neither of them really, let's say, took such a major role, right? It's not like they didn't do anything, right? They did stuff, right? But that stuff was more in the background, right? Which is like, eh. Go ahead then and sow the seeds of civilization. Create the story that belongs to you. It's a story that belongs to everyone. Keep going. It's like an unwritten rule among the nameless. Press forward and see it through to the end. Times of the essence, you head to Belobog. Oh. Okay, so we're literally going to everywhere. Frost and Flame. Our lights. Oh, these still here. Publish it IRL. Yeah, that's essentially what we're doing. It's been a while. I heard you were coming, so I invited Seely as well. The kids at the orphanage are too scared to go outside because of the destruction. Never mind that. What did you want to talk about? Yep, it's the homies. Talk about as I've written. You recounted the story behind as I've written. Well, I literally just went through. Okay. I heard the whole cosmos was shaken up by what you did. Pretty impressive how you managed to sort everything out. Thanks to Miss Topaz's anti-iron vaccine, our timely shutdown of the engine of creation, Butterbug was able to avoid another crisis. Don't worry, the reconstruction plan hasn't been affected, but I must say, even a tiny ripple in the universe becomes a tsunami when it reaches frontier planets. Same goes for Amphoreus. As a similar developing civilization, we are so willing to contribute to its future. Goodwill is like a torch. It can only burn brighter when it's passed on. I'm not one for fancy words, but if you need help, I'll definitely be there. Alright, I've got something to ask you. Come with me later. Huh? Could it be? Then I'll just be there. I'm not playing around. Natasha? Hook? Wait, what? I remember you finally here when my legs are going nut. Wait, what? The hell is Hook sick? Hook, what are you? I heard from Clara that she was using a Diggertron to help with the mining, but the power was too much and she fell and broke her leg. I'm afraid she won't be able to take the interstellar flights anymore. She wants to hear your fresh story from beyond the sky so she won't have any regrets. Okay, she's not dying, but sure. What did Dr. Natasha say? Just take it as truth. Don't worry too much about the details. I remember you would help Poke out, right? Well, since you will say so. You record the tale as I've rated to Hook sentence by sentence, especially those thrilling adventures parts. Naturally, you drone out the voice of the buff sprites. Wowzers, legends, galaxies, giant monsters. So cool. I knew there were many interesting things beyond the sky, but Julian and the others wouldn't believe me. I'm going to tell them right now. And she's going to walk. Sprang from the hand and whoosh, dashed away in a flash. Yep. Nice work, dog. You're a miracle worker. Perhaps your story was so fascinating it cured her without any treatment. I admit I was just playing around earlier. She just wanted to see you. Children are just like that. And the fuss, all that fuss for nothing. Well, at least she's okay. I should get going. Keep an eye on Hook. Make sure she doesn't pull any weird stunts. Talk to Natasha. The children's energies seems endless. To be young. By the way, the book seems really interesting. Would you mind sharing a copy with me? Next time my child is being difficult, I can just use it to comfort them. Feels like you're treating it as a fairy tale. What's wrong with fairy tales? The story contains defiance, courage, and love. Exactly the qualities children should learn. Besides, writing fairy tales is quite challenging. You must believe in the existence of beautiful things to write about them. In my opinion, sometimes adults need fairy tales even more than children do. Since you've said so, Thank you. Now, could you sign this for me? And add a little message too. The words for this. Ah, yes, book signing. Considering this practice for future book signings. A message. What should I write? May we meet again among the stars. To everyone who dreams of being a hero, this is the story of Amphoreus. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then hung at avoid range of drive. Okay, sure. Well written indeed. This makes me the first owner of your exclusively signed book. I'll pass this book down through generations, 500 years, 1,000 years. As long as children keep growing up, the children's children have children, I will never have forgotten. Okay, children. Although some things must be remembered, like that Supreme Guardian, like all the acts of defiance that occurred among the stars. Dr. Natasha bought them. Where's the book? I can't remember all the details in it. Well then, shall I let you tell you the story again? Okay. How many moons does Amphoreus have? The story says Amphoreus has 6 moons. Guess they didn't turn the lights on at night. She doesn't want the Penacony book. Well, we didn't get a book from Penacony. Did we get a book from Penacony? No, we didn't. But they had no son. Something called the Dawn device. Mounted on the back on the tallest engine of creation. Anka, you're the only getting halfway through the story again. It's not the engine of the creation. It's called the Titan. Can someone really carry the sun on the back? Not some gullible kid you can screw. I can testify. I carried the sun once. You carried the Dawn device? Yeah, right. I could totally take on Uncle Svarog. Man, Uncle Svarog is not who you think he is. He's a bum. But will Bullybug one day vanish like the universe, from the universe like Amphoreus did, leaving behind nothing but a book? If that happens, we'll never get to eat popping candies again, or listen to Natasha's story. Now we're playing hide and seek, or cheering for Big Brother Luca at the arena. I won't let Bullybug disappear. Yeah, if that ever comes, I'll stand tall like the heroes of Amphoreus and protect everyone in Bold Town. Then we can sign a trade adornment with the Amphoreans, just like we did with the Jean Show. Anka, you forgot the name again. It's called the Mutual Benefit Trade Agreements. That's not the point. The point is we can go to the hot springs in Okima, ride Jomuses, and I want to race a little Chimera. But can we really take an interstellar flight to Amphoreus like Boss Hook? Taking the Astral Express isn't bad either. What was that sun thing anyway? What, the Dawn device? It was basically just a device to basically make a false sun, right? To act as a barrier to keep away the black tide. That was made by... It was made by Aquila. Yeah, it was made by Aquila and given to Okima. I really wish I could grow up faster. Yeah, it was made by Aquila and given to oh, this is just over. Okay. Yeah, it was given to Kefle, right? Yeah. Go to Yorilos. No, where were Yorilos 6? Go to Zhensho. To Zilaofu. Okay, I guess we talk to Fushuan. And Fushuan was also in that battle. So Junior Sora. Oh, this is the other the other general. Yeah. So Junior Sora, the great changes are coming. Why not join the Yuchua as the Master Diviner? That way I could catch a breath or two. General Yaguang, you must be joking. If I stay on the Laofu, I'm sure to inherit the position of general. If I transfer to Yuchua, I'd be nothing more than a mere Master Diviner for life. How could I not see which path holds more promise? Junior Sora optimism is truly delightful. Looks like optimistic generals love. Okay, it's just skipping. Hold up. Optimistic general is the love for speciality. Your visit's here, so I should get going. Oh, perfect timing. I was about to visit the Astral Express. What's the matter? You recounted the story behind as I've written and the current state of Amphoreus. Before obtaining this book, I only knew that the golden blood was reaped in this battle, and thus it was deemed a great victory. Did not know that within the golden blood lay such a stirring and tragic story. Shortly after the fall of Iron Tomb, the Alliance gathered all the generals to discuss their next course of action. The records of this book should provide them with additional support. What should we do? Rest assured, whether through opera, storytelling, or crosstalk, the Laughul never lacks ways to spread stories that capture people's hearts. Besides, the Alliance has been fighting battles everywhere in recent years, and there's been plenty of tales about their valor and victories. The word heroes already carries weight in people's hearts. The faithful adaptation of this, as I've written within the Alliance, is most definitely assured. But from what you've said, if we want it to be remembered through the cosmos, the Laughul alone may not be enough. This matter requires the Skyfaring Commission's assistance. Go talk to Yukong. I'll inform her of the full situation. Okay. I'm a bit annoyed that this isn't voiced, to be honest, because I wasn't. I mean, we were going to recap of voice anyway, so I was expecting to talk a lot, but it'll be easier because then, you know, I'd be stopping in between because, you know, thoughts. But oh, there's just so much. The hell's connect here? Okay. Yukong, what does Yukong say? The false sky sealed by a pantheon. The exploration and challenging taboos one after another. Sounds like some kind of fable. I can make you a promise that the Skyfaring Commission will provide its full support for its matters related to as I've written. From now on, the connections between the Gensho ships will grow even closer. And now have the merchant vessels explored as I've written to our allied fleets. With the convenience of wrestling flame guilds, this matter should be handled quite smoothly. Though the Laughul emerged victorious in Battle of Iron Tomb, we did not escape unscathed. Your safe return is truly a blessing. All thanks to my companions. Back then I was a pilot. I used to go on adventures everywhere with my companions in our starships. Even though we always managed to get out of sticky situations, we inevitably got stern talking when we returned. Everyone's so nice. I mean, yeah. I mean, we've done shit for everyone's world, right? So it better be nice. Well, at least be, you know, fine, decent. Amicable. Sorry, amicable, yeah. Those were reckless days of my youth. If I had to choose again, I'd probably walk the same path. Same as your account of the trailblazer in your book. I'd like to ask you a personal question. What do you think about this journey to Amphoreus? An unforgettable memory. And what an unforgettable journey it is. I can tell you'll cherish this memory for a long time. Memory is quite a peculiar thing. Sometimes I even think it's a prank by the ghosts. By the Ghostwater. Fully. Whether Foxians or Celestials or Vidirajas. Okay, bro, you're just going. Vidirajas, they all possess life from far beyond those short-lived species. One of the downsides is that it's not easy to forget. For us, history feels like it happened yesterday. It is precisely because of these memories of all remains vivid that the Alliance is vigilant and ready. The Legion is growing restless and this battle seems enough, so we cannot and dare not let our guard down. Oh, look at me. What am I saying? Be it the ends or the war, these topics are too grand. We shouldn't let them consume too much of our thoughts. Regarding as I've written, I will do my utmost. I will not let these heroic deeds be burned by the stars. Okay. Lord Fine and the General Jin Yuan. I mean, they're pretty similar, right? Because technically Jin Yuan does have a power close to, let's say, a Aeon, right? Not an Aeon, an Emanator, right? Because the way the general system works. The day he left in disgrace bears the forms of apology, turns bathed in blood, triumph. Oh, they're talking about my day. Split asunder by the blazing fire that forged adamant. Yet today we shall not speak of the cycle jump of Idonia, but of Maidemos, the blacklit spirit warden, and bears the by name Maide. The name Maide that signifies a foe that not multitude could withstand, as well as a foe that whom none among the 10,000 could overcome. Cheer. All right. The wind tall silent fit of banners, and the rain beat down upon the remnants of the army. Across the plain rose cries of sorrow, yet only two rounders draw of the lion was heard, and yet you ask, what manner was the man was this my day? He was a crown prince of criminals, cast off by his father, drifting for years in the sea of souls, where he forged an indestructible body. Summoned by the thousand-faced matriarch, he threw himself into a great cause of a flame chase. Therefore he hewed down the black tide, passed the trials, drank the crimson brew of blood, and drove back the calamitous star of misfortune. He settled his old grievances guarded by the holy city, reclaimed his sunken homeland, and ascended to the agate throne. Now this is epic. A battle-hardened lion on this throne. Criminal's name shall echo throughout the ages. Go on. Though the countless cycles of upheaval, as I've written, reveals the truth of Amphoreus. Want to know what happens next? Stay tuned for the next chapter. Okay, visit the monument of the three nameless. Huh? Oh, Penacony. Okay. Dreamflux Reef. Let me drink some water, because holy shit, that's like a lot. Oh my god. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, I don't know if this, I feel like this one might be like, you know, a few here and there, right? But sure. Oh my god. I mean, I guess it makes sense, right? Why it's kind of long, but oh god. Oh, for the nameless hat title. Mikhail always kind of welcomes visitors. For those who lose their way, he never fails to point them in the right direction. Some heartbreak, some narrative at the end. I don't know about that. But there's no confusion in your expression. I'm guessing you're not here for answers. I completed a trailblaze journey. I made unforgettable memories. That's right. During my journey, I met many fellow past riders that made precious memories. I want to share this experience with those who came before. Alright. Let's tell them what kind of story this really is. Yeah, so much has happened in Amphoreus. How could I sum it up with just a few words? This story that I'm afraid is going to take a while. Let's start with the world of Amphoreus. A world where heroes rise, a world that defies destiny. It's a world born of conspiracy and sin, yet burned away alongside destruction. Before the cold and heavy destiny did not fall, but destiny itself did. Another meaning of this journey. The precious kindred spirits, let the close stars embrace the stars. Let the close world embrace the stars. Before your arrival, Amphoreus was virtually unknown. Thanks to the Express, it broke free from its cage and raced towards the stars. Trailblaze isn't just about moving forward, but also there's responsibility of connecting worlds. After this stop, you seem to better understand the conviction behind Akavilu's departure. Did Mikhail feel the same way when he stayed in Penacony back then? Looks like this trailblaze helped many people grow. It's just a glimpse of the corner of the sky. A turning point in cosmic destiny. A story I'll never forget. I've made up my mind. Let me start from the beginning. You spent countless moments in the stream within a dream. As the story ended, a certain motion in your heart grew stronger, like a burning ember. News doesn't travel as fast in dreams. Every plot twist in the story caught me off guard. Thanks. That's all that needs to be said. I think Mikhail would be proud of you all. Oh, Robin. The journey against destruction and the stories behind it should be known by more people. I know a few publishers who can make dream bubbles based on the sample books and put them on the market in Penacony. However, as you know, Penacony is a drum wrapped in syrup. I worry that epic tales of heroes might be too heavy for those living in dreams. All we can do is put it on the shelf. Whether it survives the competition, there's too many uncertainties. But I think you should just follow what your heart tells you. People can only tell stories they truly believe in. Once you've made up your mind, go see Edwards. I'll convince Mr. Oti to help out. See you later. Edwards? Who the fuck is Edwards? Okay. In Penacony, dream smarts conform to reality, and as I've written, is no exception. What will you choose? Lucky for you, this is a dreamscape where furniture can talk. Why not hear what they have to say? Okay. The vintage dial phone tells you occasionally ringing the eyeballs like an owl. Captain, did you know that I was in the dial phone? I used to be an owl, but I'm not an owl anymore. I'm a dial phone. Want to take a guess why? If you want to know, you know. If you don't, well, no amount of explaining will help. Really just need to get out of Penacony. A vase of flowers, it looks exquisite. You approach it, a languid voice echoes from within. Dear Captain, do you remember me? I've been watching you for quite a while. Tell me your story, I'll teach you about niche arts. As long as you immerse yourself into your own world, you won't get hurt. The vase is immersed in its own world, completely silent. Okay? You approach the control console, and the four control levers wiggle in excitement back and forth as if waving at you. Captain, look at me. I'm the control stick. I'm an expert in controlling hearts. Trust me, just tweak the ending a bit and it'll make it less perfect, and people will absolutely go crazy for it. The control stick shakes, making loud creaking noises. I feel like we're going crazy, but sure. Collect your thoughts. You take the furniture's advice to heart, which provides practically zero guidance. Yeah. Looks like it's up to you to make the final verdict. After all, you're the one who lives through the story. Should I make some changes? As you know, nothing is taken seriously in Penacony. Even heroes' tales of blood and tears are just casual gossip over dinner. You remember Clocky, Brother Hanu, Miss Note? They're all living legends. Once. As everything gets passed down in the same mocking way? What is that what you really want? I believe in Amphoreus. Yes, the answer was crystal clear from the start. The story of the three names is the best proof of that, isn't it? Oh, right, Dr. Edward was... Oh, yeah, this one. The giant eyeball. Love, friendship, rage, regrets. Such a tiny dream bubble contains such complex emotions. It's like pouring a whole bottle of vodka into Ndolium. Thank you for providing the memories. Here's my verdict. It's bound to be a huge hit. Even the results are not what we expect. I can still have the heroes tap dance and the vortex of Genesis. That'd be just a big success. Just kidding. Rest assured, I'm a professional dream bubble collector. I know what can and what can't be successful. And so, as I've written, was published in Penacony. Some guess that Alfalfa was behind it, and they weren't wrong. Such a big favor ready for the taking, why not use it? Let the young folks keep stirring things up. Who knows, maybe we can actually change the universe one day. Well, what the hell do you think you are, James? What the hell do you think Penacony is, you dumb fuck? Can we buy him for you, sir? Oh, we can't. I thought we'd be able to buy the Amphoreus memory bubble. Okay. Let's see. Where to next? We're coming to Asta. Okay, back to the space station. Oh my god. Okay. This should be the last place. Yesterday and tomorrow. Wait, what are these achievements I'm getting, by the way? After bidding for Amphoreus, return to your list 6. Oh. To price then share to Lao Fu. After bidding for Amphoreus, bid return to Penacony is a golden hour. And then to return to the master control room as a space station. Okay. Right, let's send the damaged chips to Pier Point and have the IPC foot the bill. How rich is Asta, by the way? We know she's like insanely rich, right? But how rich is she? Oh, if it isn't you. Perfect timing. Got good news and bad news. What would you like to hear? Bad news first. Now that I think about it, starting with the bad news might be a bit too abrupt. Let me give you the good news first. Okay, sure. So no option. Okay. Remember the star node I gave you? Good news is I got one from the space, from a space pirate. But his fleet was dispatched to fight along against Ironsim and the star node was destroyed. I responded, reposting my purchase order. but it'll be tough to find another seller anytime soon for a ship that size. Actually, I'm here for Ironton too. You recounted the story behind as I've written and the current state of Amphoreus. I have to say, this idea is way more interesting than researchers' projects. It's a shame you don't need funding, or I definitely invest a few 100 million credits. Why not a few 100 million to that, Jade? That'd be better. I took an elective called History of Frontier Planets, back in my student days. The professor warned us on the first day not to take everything at face value. Many words add exaggerated elements to the local hero legends, claiming the ancestors' bloodlines are inherited from some aeon. Eventually, having an extraordinary origin story became quite a trend. But this isn't how stories work. When enough people believe in them, they gradually become reality. I'll get as I've written added to the spaceship station's required reading list. The researchers may not be interested in mythology, but once they hear about Madame Hertz's project, they'll be soon excited as Peppy seeing a spacesuit. Okay. I guess because Hertha was like involved here, right? Speaking of Hertha, where's Hertha? Madame Hertha has overexerted herself. She still needs time to recover. Who said that? Oh. A mere Lord Ravager isn't enough to make me overexert myself. I just wasn't online, that's all. The IPC keeps pestering me about forming some alliance. I got tired of the nagging, so I just turned off auto-answering modes. Alright, I've got some good news for you. After Iron Tomb fell, the scepter was ruined. But Screw and I managed to salvage the majority of data. They are crucial for the newborn Amphoreus. Well, let's call it that for now. If things go smoothly, the world's evolution can skip the inorganic life phase and take a big step forward. Besides, the last extrapolation record, the one when you acted as the world-bearing Titan, is crucial. The Trailblazer will replace with destruction to purify this world. Screwy has signed a special agreement with the IPC. They will closely monitor the state of Amphoreus for a while. So, what happened to Cyrene? She's not going to say it, is she? As the heart of the scepter, she too filled the cosmos with the instant when Iron Tomb swept across all the existence. She became the memories of the stars. The surging imaginary energy enabled her to create a miracle. With herself as a cradle, she closed the cycle of causality in Amphoreus, making the world emerge from the memory zone. Of course, I know you just want to hear the outcome. Let me put it this way. She's just sleeping. Maybe she'll open her eyes again as a pink memo sprite and once again embark on a journey to meet you. Yeah, but that had already happened in the past. In her subjective time, everything has become eternal. She was smiling when she left you, so don't be sad. She'd tell you the same thing if she were here. She has to, I mean... there's one way I can think, like, Jordan... Hold up. I guess one... I'm pretty sure you get it, but I guess if anyone doesn't get it... Hold on, where's, paint? Because it's kind of like this, right? This one, right? No, this one. Because I guess the way what Siren is right now is, let's say this is the time. This is start of let's say this is 3.0 story, and this is 3.7 ending. What's happening to Cyrene is before this is this point, so this is Iron Tomb Death. At this point, what Cyrene is basically doing is going back to the start and then cycling. That's what Cyrene is essentially repeating eternally. While we have moved forwards, are in the future, is essentially one way to put it. One way to, I guess, kind of draw it, right? How long until new Amphoreus is born? I can't make any promises. The planet will gradually become how you remember it to be, but no one can tell when that would be. It might take a few thousand amber years, or it might take 1 or 2 years. The only thing for certain is that what you're doing will surely hasten its growth. My advice is continue the journey. Be prepared for the worst, but keep hope in your heart. You know that if there's one thing the world of Amphoreus isn't short of, it's miracles. So, what is the prime mover of life? Screw and I have reached a consensus on that. Regrettably, the answer given by the scepter is indeed destruction. You can find more detailed discussion in the database. But that's not Amphoreus' answer, and I don't imagine it's yours either. I have my own insights on this, which I've written in annotations. If you're interested in this kind of stuff, you can make it your own research topic. I don't have any other questions. We will come back. Will we come back? That's depends on what happens in the future, right? I'll disconnect for now. Got lots of stuff to deal with. Herta signing off. Madame Herta has actually been thinking about Amphoreus all this time. The last time she couldn't stop talking about something was when we contained the Stellaron. Leave us everything to us. I'll contact you when we have news. Oh, I guess she signed out alright. Herta has gone offline from this puppet. No matter how hard you try to get her attention, there's no response. Leave us a rating, okay. Oh, this spot. And I guess I'll go back and talk to everyone. The last journey of sowing has reached its end, and you return to the Astral Express. Looking back, the Amphoreus you spoke of has taken deep root across the universe, quietly awaiting the day it will sprout. Perhaps this is the final step of Genesis. What are you spacing out for? Huh? Oh. Oh, it's you guys. You finished your missions too? Of course, after all, we three trailblazed through Amphoreus together. I ran my heart out for this. I received a message from Marge when I was leaving Thalassa, so I came back with her. She ran into some trouble in Kausas. Don't even get me started, I'm already shy as it is, and then this Synthesia beacon had to break down. Thank goodness Danhung can speak the Clayist language. Also, I discovered a new species resembling chimeras on Spindle 3. There are no prior records of it. Does that mean there could be planets completely filled with Dromesis? Let's wait for Himiko and Mr. Yang to come back before we do a full debrief. We should rest for now. You look tired. Yeah, see you in a bit. The world has never been so quiet. It is as though you could hear the sounds of heartbeats. This is the final stroke you write of Amphoreus. Only fate knows when it will respond. But you know that whether it's tomorrow or the day after tomorrow, they're all parts of the Trailblaze path. Part of the Trailblaze, not as parallel lines, but as point destined to converge. Huh? To see you tomorrow. Okay. So I guess that's the epilogue. Oh wait, we had to see the speech bubble, right? Because this was the Hold up. This was the other one that appeared. Hold up.
市場開拓部からの圧力がある中でも、こちらは業務を着実に進められているわ。戦略投資部からの感謝を受け取ってちょうだい、姫子さん。
Okay. Because the other memorial bubble was Boot, who was the one who I guess brought us back, right? And Sparkle it seems to be fucking about, but I don't think she's fucking about.
戦略投資部が災害対 してくれたことは世界中の皆が知るところでしょう。ただ最近は外敵の駆除や災害支援以外にも何やら忙しくしてるようね。
Something else too. Wait, what?
ええ、今回の銀河連合軍の凱旋は全宇宙が団結して壊滅勢力に立ち向かえる可能性を示してくれたわ。
Okay, so United Front.
戦略投資部では今回の戦いで得た経験を分析し、次の危機が訪れる前に効果
Okay.
的な災害対応システムを確立しようとしているの。カンパニーが率先して壊滅に対する防衛線を築いてくれれば、それは全ての文明にとっての希望の光となるでしょう
Okay,
ね。
so it's like setting things up in the background.
そのためにも請求列車の支援は欠かせないものよ。
This angle is so hard to read.
改めて姫子さんに連絡させてもらうわ。
Oh, wait, okay, there's another one here.
ケーゲン将軍、久しぶりね。フーゲンさんは無事に戻られたかしら。
彼女は今回本当に死の淵をさまよったようだよ。
I mean, I guess everyone did, right?
砲丸は鉄母が放つ万物を消し去る一撃を目にし、それは避けようのないもので、生き残る見込みは皆無だと告げた。
しかしそれと同時に獣人将軍から拠点すでに敗れ吉凶今や明らかという知らせが届いた。はあ、なんとわかりにくい。君の姉弟子ももう少し詳しく説明してくれればいいものを。
Preparing for the new Himiko battles.
気が気じゃなかった？
そう目くじらを立てないでくれ。将軍にはこういうのも必要なんだ。
この戦いで戦州の兵たちは危険な状況に置か
I
れ
mean, God knows when she takes,
引かなかった。
when she gets like a major role.
報われるべきだわ。同盟が必要とする人滅の金色の血は七死人が一つ持ってる。それはオンパロスの英雄カスライナが命を賭して
Leakers.
手に入れたものよ。
The golden blood of the run of lions is in his hands. Oh.
彼はもうこの世にいないけど、あの子は彼の記憶のかけらに触れることができるわ。おそらくカスライナはオンパロスのためにスイカも辞さなかった盟友にこの金色の血を託したいと願うでしょう。
そうか。先週同盟を代表し、オンパロスという世界とその偉大なる英雄、そして民に心より敬意を表する。
Another way to interpret what Himiko just said is that you better keep on our good sides if you want the nuke's blood.
たとえ一瞬のことだったとしても、人の身でアイオーンに傷を負わせた偉業は宇宙に永遠に刻まれるべき功績だ。
Oh, and another one. IPC? No. Buto.
危険な戦いだったのに無事なようで本当に良かったわ。
生まれつきタフなもんでな。それより謝らせてくれ。列車からの連絡を無視しちまったこと。
Oh, wait. I'm trying to remember. What the fuck was Sparkle and Buto talking about? Because Sparkle was just fucking about... Well, she's obviously up to something. And then she was commenting on something about a wolf, the broken-legged wolf of the Galaxy Rangers, right?
あんたたちが最前線で戦う勇士はカンパニーも戦州の軍も目にしてるわ。
And then
レンジャーの勇気ある助力に心から感謝させてちょうだい。
and then Buto kind of panicked, right? Because he then asked her like, how many people know about this, right?
そんな堅苦しいのなしにしてくれ。俺はレンジャーのボスでもなんでもねえから。呼びかけに応じてくれたやつも多くなかったしな。ただま、この戦いに集ま
Because he's still looking for Oswald.
壊滅を防ぐ大天の敵と。
それに戦 いの後、あんたとランハさんはあの子とタンコを連れ戻してくれたでしょ。
Preparing for Vita. Maybe.
感謝してもしきれないわ。
Thanks for retrieving. Oh yeah, so it was him and I guess Sparkle were the ones who rescued us.
セプターが壊れてからオンパロスの聖域は長いこと乱れてたし、位置を示すシグナルがあっても
もしかするとあのジョーちゃんの忍術は本物なのかもね。
そういえばランハさんはどこに？
ああ、心配ないよ。他のレンジャーたちの手伝いに行っただけだ。
Star Silence Enigmas. Huh? I'll just read the whole thing, right? Read the post-war communications records, yeah. Okay. I'm thinking, chats. We we may hold off the I guess the Amphoreus talk for tomorrow, because my throat do be for some reason hurting a bit, and like doing all of that freaking chat in the thing didn't help. Also, I need to. I mean, I guess I kind of like wanna think about some stuff for the thing about the epilogue, because I guess the major thing about the epilogue was to explain the fate of Amphoreus, right? Because we know that, you know, technically the crisis heirs are in as I've written, right? But Amphoreus itself, I guess, became an actual world, right? But it's in the process of its formation, right? So it's essentially as if a new world is like being created. But it's just that because this world is basically based off Memoria, to ensure that it's actually successful to actually be created, we had to basically reinforce the existence of Amphoreus to the whole galaxy. And hence the, you know, reason why we made the story of Amphoreus, the book of Amphoreus, and spread it all over. Which I guess does explain that. Which I guess is not too bad. It's not too bad. But yeah. I'm assuming that's all in terms of that, right? And there's no more. Yeah, as everything's complete. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's. When you look at it just like this, it doesn't look like it's a lot, right? But it actually is a lot. Yeah. Book changes the future now. It affects. It has a possibility of effects of how Amphoreus is, I guess, developed. What's this? A brief message. Oh, this is what's said to. Yeah, what Dan Hung said left into thingy guestbook. Why is she a thank you gift? Oh, a thank you gift from her. Okay. Wait, hold up. I wonder, did this change then? Because this usually changes after a story chapter. The news, essentially. はい、I entombed that.
諸世界再建計画が無事第3段階へ突入。弁財天国における文化復興が著
The World's Reborn Initiative.
ニューエデン3号の採掘基地がサイバー攻撃に遭い、調査の結果、正確ハンター
New Eden 3. So that's where they were, the Stellar Hunters.
これよりニュースの詳細をお
Okay.
伝えいたします。先日まで宇宙を脅かしていた絶滅大軍鉄母が撃破されました。
スターピースカンパニー主導のもと、請求列車、戦衆同盟、天才クラブなどの複数勢力が協力し、銀河の文明が一丸となった結果、壊滅に対抗する戦いにおいて決定的な勝利を収めました。
Okay, so this is about what happened with Iron 2.
今回の勝利は巡回レンジャーがチューラを討伐して以来、また一人の絶滅大軍が運落したことになります。
鉄母の影響は銀河全域に及び、多くの世界に深刻な打撃を与えました。この危機に際し、スターピースカンパニーが率先して被災した惑星の復興事業を全面的に執り行うこととなりました。
また、技術開発部が提供した広域スペクトルワクチンに鉄母の感染への有効性
Okay, so that's the vaccine.
医療保障の対象外となっている聖域にもカンパニーは順次ワクチンをお届けしますので、住民の皆様はどうぞご安心ください。
Interested about the other things they were talking about.
残存ウイルスの消去を助ける正体不明の良性データ
Hello worlds.
その影響を
Yeah, that's the siren message.
は世界というメッセージが残されています。
スターピースカンパニーはこの知られざる守護者に深い感謝を捧げ、最前線で働くすべてのスタッフに敬意を表します。
皆様の戦友として、そして文明世界の強固な後ろ盾として、
The Antimatter Legion.
反物質
Okay.
へのさらなる対策を講じることを宣言しました。新たな情報が入り次第、関連情報をお伝えしてまいります。いいニュースが続くことを願ってやみません。次のニュースです。鉄母による危機が去るとともに、記憶によって生まれた文明の火種が銀河で静かに灯りました。
カンパニーの代表はナナシビトから、この新たな星がオンパロスという
Yeah, okay, there's like what I was saying, right? About Amphoreus actually coming to real life, to real.
教授によれば、ザンダー回帰論に基づき、オンパロスには必ず文明が生まれ、文明の進化においてそこにある奥室が重要な基盤になるだろうとのことです。
また、セプターの破片を逆解析することで、天才クラブ会員番号76の
Yeah, so basically Amphoreus will,
会員番号
the new Amphoreus will go
が一部で
follow like a similar route to as how the Amphoreus we knew
この
did.
世界に存在していた生命体が
Yeah.
いつか再び誕生する可能性があるということです。
カンパニーは孫悟の理念のもとに、この星に必要な保護措置と支援を提供してまいります。この件に関して博識学会はすでに2人の天才に協力を要請していますが、ミス・ヘルタからの承認は現段階でいただけていません。
オンパロスは将来必ずや宇宙という大家族の輝かしい
Now the question is just how long is it going to take?
続いて、諸世界再建計画のニュースです。幾琥珀期も引き継がれてきた
Culture tradition Banzai Tengoku.
第3段階へ突入しました。
Huh?
弁財天国からの大量の文化財が修復されたとのことです。
弁財天国はかつて絵の中にある美しい
Picturesque world.
カンパニーの支援により現像種である住民たちは現実
A picturesque world becoming real.
彼らの独特な
Wait, what?
作品は今やスペースネットワークを通じて宇宙へと発信されています。
カンパニー戦略投資部の幹事
Pearl.
現大国像のミス・パールはこの件に対しコメントを発表しています。再建計画の次の段階ではアート革新をテーマに掲げ
There's a good chance of what they're talking now is what 4.0 may be about.
また新た
And
な
the next world.
月祭の準備も着々と進み、
A innovation.
受け継がれた伝統であるこの祭典に
Hmm.
が注目しています。
Suspicious, actually.
カンパニーは儀式の成功を心より祈り、弁財天国の隅々まで
Banzai
喜び
Tengoku.
があふれることを願っております。
それでは最後のニュースです。先日カンパニーの重要な採掘基地であるニュー
Okay.
号がサイバー攻撃を受けました。
Like I said, it's obviously Silver Wolf.
この惑星はレギオンとの戦いで焼け甚大な被害を受けましたが復興の際に地下から
Okay, so I guess that's a small hint for 4.0. So it's gonna be quote unquote Japanesey kind of thing, thematic. Okay.
この地の復興に大きな原動力をもたらすと判断したためです。
採掘場の責任者によるとサイバー攻撃の前に匿名の警告があったとのことです。現在ネットワークの停止により採
God, I wish it that like you could just read like a log of this rather than having to wait for the whole thing.
日本による調査の結果、今回の攻撃は性格ハンターのメンバーである銀狼によるものと
Yeah, it will come. That is a possibility.
ワンピースカンパニーは
If like the next, if this is actually accurate,
を脅かすこの悪質な行為を強く非難し銀狼の懸賞金にさらに10億信用
if yeah, if it's accurate, then
しました。
yeah, it could come.
スターピースラジオも情報提供者に追加のお礼を差し上げます。皆様からの情報をお待ちしております。
そろそろ終わりのお時間。 本日もお聞きいただき
So Silver Wolf be getting a high bounty. The thing about Pearl, the Elation Pearl. So maybe if the connection I'm making is correct, the next region or the next planet will be involving the IPC strategic member Pearl. The Elation. So maybe the path of Elation is where we come across. It's gonna be most likely Japanese inspired, maybe. I'm just getting that because of like the naming, right? And I guess Silver Wolf, I guess becoming quote unquote worth more. Interesting. Okay. Interesting. I mean, like those are only just thoughts, right? We won't really know until next patch. Until like a month's time is when we'll learn more information about 4.0. The new chick doesn't look Japanese at all, but she is Elation. What new chick? I have no idea what you're talking about. Naturalize. But she is Elation. Hold up. This sounds like leaks. Hold up. No. Dahlia. Isn't Dahlia break? Yeah, isn't Dahlia just break? She wasn't Delation, she was Nihility, no? Hold up, let me. Yeah, because I'm pretty sure Dahlia's Nihility. Let me find the thing because like there's so much Amphoreus stuff that was put up. Dahlia. Yeah, she's a Nihility. Yeah, yeah, she's Nihility. By Nihility. She's follow-up too. I have no idea. But I'm just assuming she's gonna be like a break support, right? Or something like that, since we're going back to Penacony. Since Penacony is literally just the world of break. But yeah, hold on, I want to check something. Wait, are we in? No, let me come here. Because I want to check as I've written to see if like there's any changes to the book. Won't she be from the New World? Who? Dahlia? No, because she's part of the Penacony storyline. It's just that when we thought that she'd play a bigger role, her group was specifically Duke Inferno kind of got off screen by Acheron. Yeah, they kind of got off screen by Acheron. So, I mean, maybe they like play a role for the next region, but I mean, we don't know. Like, we don't know like anything yet. So has this changed? Not really. Oh wait, the book is dedicated to. Oh, I see. So that's what's there now. The Genesis author. Oh. Flame Chase Path. Oh, for something would be in the middle. Would show up in the middle. Write a story. What is this? Oh. Confirm. Oh god, no. Oh, that's Microseed seeding flower fruit microseed. Flawless ego. Sorry. Oh, no, I guess now she appears. Oh, nah, okay. Now she appears in the middle. Okay, I see. We have to put it in. Then where does she be here then? Oh, okay, up here. Okay. And more things to get. Oh god. What the hell do you need to do to get this again? Oh, right, you need to read the stories things. Right, right. Read all the chapters for the wreath. Okay. Loading Exomyth. View? Oh, wait, letters. Wait, hold up. Is overall the same narrative at least to start? It's very similar. It's very similar. We'll probably talk about it tomorrow, to be honest. What is this? Send Cyrene. Run Clytrity. So this is like... okay, this has a lot of speaking. We'll probably look at this tomorrow too. But yeah, okay. We'll probably leave it here then, chat. Because my throat's like starting to hurt a bit. I don't know why. Hopefully it's fine tomorrow. But yeah, we'll leave it here today. Okay, so the epilogue is not bad. The epilogue's not bad. It does. I mean, like I said before, right? It does answer some things, right? But yeah, so we'll leave it off here for today. Tomorrow. Saturdays are usually like 90% that there's a stream, right? 10% that there's no chance that there's no stream. But tomorrow, tomorrow we'll actually, talk about the whole of Amphoreus, right? Because I kind of wanted to do that today, but then it was only after the stream that I realized, oh, there's an epilogue, and so hence I wanted to do it first. But yeah, and then Sunday will probably be chill if I'm being honest. And then Monday we'll start the chapter 10 for Impact Third. Because we'll do chapter 10 for Impact Third. And that should take like 1 or 2 days. It can actually take longer, right? Because it can take longer because with the way I am with Impact Third. And that meaning then on like Wednesday or Thursday, something like that, is when we'll start the Genshin Luna story. Because I want to do that before the week after, because that's when the Genshin live stream for the next 6.2 will be. So yeah. So yeah, we'll leave it here for today then, chat. So hopefully you guys enjoyed yourselves. I did say it was going to be a bit shorter stream today, but yeah, hopefully you enjoyed yourselves. Hopefully you guys have a good rest of your day. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye, chat. Take care. Yes, the recaps will be tomorrow when my throat hopefully doesn't hurt. Bye-bye, chat. Ugh.